Your attention, please.
What's happening, guys? I know it's been a while since I've been on. I've just been really busy. I keep meaning to come back on, update you on some Disney stuff. But I recently got a new job. I got a little puppy. He's 5 months old now, a little cattle dog. So that takes up a lot of my time. But I plan on making a lot more videos, starting with this one. Before I get too far into this one, I'm going to put out I have an old DCA book that's kind of full of postcards. They're all the attractions that used to be at DCA, the original DCA when it first opened in 2001, before all the kind of Disney inlays and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool. It brings back a lot of memories for me when it first opened, because I was only 10 when the park opened. So a lot of those attractions I just don't remember anymore. So I'm really looking forward to putting that out for you guys. I'll be back in Disneyland in 12 days. I'll be there on the 16th. So yeah, about 2 weeks, a little under 2 weeks now. Super stoked to get there. It'll be nice to be back. Be a nice break from all this. If you can see, I'm at work. A lot of my videos when I'm not at Disneyland are going to be filmed here, just because it's where I have time. When I'm home, I'm taking care of the dog and taking care of everything else. But so yeah, let's get into it. So as you all know, DCA is having a lot of changes, at least with the Mission Breakout, the Tower Terror reboot, revamp, whatever you want to call it. Guardians of the Galaxy, I finally watched it. I know, like, my first video I put out, I said I hadn't watched it. I had to record it. I finally watched it. I love it. I'm super stoked for number 2 now. I think mainly because of Baby Groot. I mean, to me, I love that little guy. Just watching the trailers and all that. But I'm super stoked for the ride. Yeah, I'm gonna miss Tower Terror, but if I really want to ride it, I can go to Florida. And I'm planning on it. Eventually going to Florida. My girlfriend's never been. I went, probably 5-6 years ago now. I think about 5 years ago. So I'd love to go back, especially with all their changes with Pandora Land and the new Toy Story Land and their eventual Star Wars Land. So eventually I want to get back there. But anyway, back to Mission Breakout. It looks cool from what the tarps that have come down. It is looking like the scale models that they were building. And very often are the scale models quite that accurate. And so far from what I've seen from the actual attraction, is that those scale models are pretty spot on so far. So I'm excited. I hope everybody else is. But a little piece of me still wants Tower. But what are we going to do, huh? Next thing is Star Wars Land has finally gone vertical, which is really neat, which means they're getting closer and closer to being complete. I mean, we all know that it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while till the attraction is done, or the land is done. It's not just one attraction, but they finally gone vertical. When I get down to Disneyland, I'll do a report for you guys, show you pictures on Instagram, and hopefully not get stopped by security like some other YouTubers have. But I think I'm most excited that a lot of the rock work is done. That's surrounding Rivers of America and behind Thunder Mountain and Big Thunder Trail there. Because that's supposed to be open this summer. And we're going to take a big July trip, hopefully for my birthday. And hopefully all that's open by the middle of July. So I can do a nice long video on all the new stuff and all the cool little features of it. I'm hoping a lot of it is throwback. I mean, they have the spinning rock for, that's a throwback in itself. So I know I'm excited. My girlfriend's excited, and I hope everybody else is excited. So just to kind of piggyback off of that, I guess I was going to say switch topics, but forget it. To piggyback off of that, there's still a lot of things closed, and I recently had a friend who went to Disneyland, and she was extremely let down with all the other closures because of just the normal annual refurbishments. So one thing I suggest for Disney goers that aren't as into it as us, or other YouTubers, I suggest one, watching other YouTubers, or just Google. You can Google search Disneyland refurbishments, and it automatically pops up. Because I know Pirates has been down, Matterhorn's down till like April. Pirates is supposed to be open by the time I get back to the park. That's like my favorite ride. So I'll be extremely bummed if it gets prolonged any longer, but it's something that, happens every year. It just makes for the better ride, better attraction, better park. So I just want Pirates to open. Matterhorn, I don't know what they're doing, and I know a lot of people have tried to figure out what they are trying to refurbish, because it's not long enough to be a factory refurbishment, track refurbishment. They're not tarping up everything because they just repainted it a year, 2 years ago, maybe 3. I think 3 years ago they repainted it all for the 60th. So I don't think they're repainting it. I know Herald on one of the sides, I believe it was the right track, the inside Herald, the single Herald that isn't shared by both coasters or both tracks, was always having issues. So I'm hoping they get in there and fix that. Other than that, I don't know what else they can do, because they're not going to refurbish the track. I mean, they might make it a little smoother, but it's not like they can pull it all out, because it is historical. It was the first tubular track roller coaster in the Western Hemisphere, or in the nation, or something like that. It was the first somewhere. It was the first tubular roller coaster when it first opened. So the track is never going to go away. It's always going to be bumpy. It's always going to be rough, but that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it the Matterhorn. But anyway, so just to continue on with the closures. So we have Pirates is closed. Matterhorn is closed right now. Pirates is set to reopen. You have all the river stuff is still closed. All the normal stuff is still closed. But my question is, does anybody know what's going in the old heraldry shop? Because they closed that down, and nobody really knows what they're going to do. The biggest rumor is they're going to expand the Peter Pan queue, especially for once fast passes come in. Which reminds me, I need to get back to that. So yeah, a lot of people think that it's just going to be, they're going to kind of tear it down, gut it, clean everything out, and expand Peter Pan queue, which would kind of make sense, because once fast passes go in, the standby line is going to get a little bit longer. But I'd like to see something else cool go in there. So just to go from there, a good transition point. Fast passes are coming. There's going to be more. There's going to be Matterhorn fast passes. There's going to be Peter Pan fast pass. A lot of rumor about Pirates, but honestly, I don't think Pirates needs it. The line moves quick enough as it on its own. If you put in fast pass, it's just going to make the line longer. It's going to have more stops. It's not going to be as fluid. Just Pirates needs to be left alone, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people feel this way about Pirates. But I do think it's cool that Disneyland wants to do what Disney World does with the Magic Bands. Put your ticket and all that on the Magic Bands and fast passes and all that, which I think is really cool. The only thing is I'm not sold on the fact you can only get 3 a day. I mean, yeah, I probably only get 3 a day, but there's times when I can rack up 5, 6, 7 fast passes in a day, if not more. So that's the only down part, is if they do go to the Fast Pass Plus system, you can reserve 2, and then when you get to the park, you get a 3rd. But it's basically all reservations. I'm hoping they tweak it. They haven't exactly said what the set in stone plan is for the Fast Pass. They haven't even released if it really is going to be a Magic Band. That's just how it's looking with the machines and all that they have up. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. That's supposed to be come fall to get ready for the huge Christmas rush that comes every year. So they're supposed to put it out in the fall, let it get into circulation, let people get used to it. That way it's full swing come Christmas time. So the other new thing that's at the park right now that I'm hoping dies off by the time we show up in 12 days is the Red Rose Tavern and the Beauty and the Beast kind of overlay that's going on in Fantasyland. If you haven't heard already, the Village House, however you pronounce it, I like to say Village House, other people say Village House, has now become the Red Rose Tavern. Basically, all it is all the Pinocchio stuff has been covered up with Beauty and the Beast, murals, pictures, Gastons everywhere. And they revamped the menu. Yes, of course, they have the gray stuff, which is basically a whipped mousse on top of a little red velvet little cake thing. But it looks delicious. I know I want to try it. The other day, the line was 5 hours long to get a cup. A cup. Pretty rad looking cup. I want it. I want the cup. But I'm not going to wait that long. I'm not going to wait hours and hours just to get basically a tumbler. If you don't know what a tumbler is, it's just a plastic cup with a lid that people use for water and all that kind of thing. Well, this is obviously for like sodas and things like that. But it's made to represent the rose, the Beast's rose. And there's a rose in the middle. It lights up. It looks a lot like the rose in the movie. So a lot of people want it. I'm hoping to get it, but they've been selling out. And like I said, lines have been ridiculous just to get one. I don't want to wait that long. I have too much fun at Disneyland just to sit and wait. Let's just piggyback right off of that for the whole waiting thing. They've recently changed the electrical parade. The whole sitting and waiting for all the parades, fireworks, the electrical parade, for when Paint the Night comes back. They don't know what's going to happen once Sensational comes back because it adds another parade. So it'll be a lot of boom, 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 boom with the parades. But basically what they're saying is you can't camp out anymore until the ropes go up for the current parade. So hopefully that's the limit. I mean, it's supposed to, because Disney said that they are kicking people away from the curbs on Main Street if you're trying to camp out 3 hours ahead of an 8 o'clock show. So if you line up at 5 o'clock for an 8 o'clock Main Street parade, you are going to be asked to leave and come back when the ropes come up. Ropes come up usually about an hour to 90 minutes prior to the parade. So hopefully that eliminates all that massive crowding on Main Street. Because I know that can really be a pain for all the guests and all the people that come 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Main Street's packed with people lined up with blankets, tarps, everything else, saving spaces, which you can also not do now. You cannot save spots for other people. If somebody gets up to go to the bathroom or take their kid to the bathroom, that's different. But when one person is sitting there with a blanket big enough to hold 10 people, and all of a sudden those 9 other people show up 5 minutes before the parade, you can't do that anymore. You are also asked to leave, fold up your blanket, anything but save spaces for other people. So I'm excited for that aspect because I never understood the whole camping out that long ahead. The longest I ever camped out was an hour that was for Fantasmic. I think I camped out for 90 minutes once before they did the Fast Pass system. So I'm kind of glad for that one. Yeah, I'm super stoked for the electrical parade, guys. I've tried avoiding it. I've tried to avoid all the videos on YouTube. I mean, Fresh Baked did one. I'm a huge Fresh Baked fan. I couldn't watch it because I want to see it in person before I watch it online. I remember watching it at DCA the last time I watched it was at DCA, but I honestly can't remember the last time I saw it on Main Street. That's how long ago it was. That's how little I was. I'm just super stoked. That's one of the main reasons we're going back now, because we want to make sure we see it before it goes away. Hopefully it'll go away and come back, because since it left, I've been dying for it to come back. And I know a lot of other people have. I'm just lost for words. See, I'm just super excited. Anyway, I'm going to start wrapping this video up. We're excited to go back. There's lots of things we're going to check out, lots of things to explore. DCA is going to have the Food and Wine Festival, so we'll definitely show you guys some of that. We're hoping to try the wine flight. If you don't know what a flight is, it's just little glasses of different wines so you can try them and all that. Check back in one of my older videos. We tried the beer flight, and I sampled a whole bunch of different beers, and we're hoping to do the same thing with the wine. We'll also try some different things. We love the Food and Wine Festival. We'll also try to do a nice video on St. Patrick's Day in the park, because I've never been there for St. Patrick's Day. It's my favorite holiday. I'm Irish as all get out. So we're super excited for St. Patty's Day at Disneyland, the Food and Wine Festival, checking out the Red Rose Tavern, checking out all the construction that's going on, give you guys all the updates, and just show you guys how much fun it is again at Disneyland, even with all these stuff that's closed, going on, and all that good stuff. But stay tuned. Hopefully in the next few days I can get out the DCA book, and I'll show you guys. Won't be too long of a video. I mean, with me, I talk too much, so it will be a longer video. It is, I want to say, probably 50 pages, but it's really cool. It's really cool to check out, and I'm super excited to show you guys that book. I'm excited to look at it. It's been probably a year since I've looked at it. So yeah, that's coming out. So there's going to be tons more content coming from me, from Disney DNA. I haven't been back to Disneyland, so I'm slowly kind of running out of pictures and space on my phone. I'm in the process of getting a computer so I can put everything on there, free some space up so I can just start boom, 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 just pump out things for you guys, new facts, new secrets, things you didn't know, things you might not know. So look for more Instagram pictures coming out. Look for this video. Look for the DCA video of the DCA book and all the videos that will eventually make it in from our trip in 12 days. Super stoked. I'm hoping to do like 3, 4, if not more videos while we're at the park. The more the merrier, right? I have fun with them. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying. And I know I'm talking fast. I'm trying to get out of here. Trying to let you guys go, but I just want to keep talking. There's just more and more information. Anyway, catch you guys later. See ya. Oh, before I go. Nope, I think that's about it. Peace out, guys.